Happy Monday, y'all. Happy Monday. Super pumped. So finally, rates are behaving in a way where we can tolerate it. We may be able to go to Sizzler this week and get some delicious food. So you're starting to see the little bubble pop here, a little bit of air just coming out of that bubble that everyone's been saying is going to pop for the last like 7 years since I started my career. Everyone's saying there's a bubble, there's a bubble. There's even a movie called Bubble Boy, but it's starting to leak when you see unemployment start almost hit 4%. It's at 3.9 right now, and there's a lot of layoffs this month for major corporations. So I think you're going to see unemployment cross over 4% on the next report. Inflation's sticky, so you're still not able to get it down to towards that 2.0 level, still sitting at about 2.8, 2.9. So we'll see. The Feds are really pushing for unemployment to go down to 2, but I think the unemployment rate hitting 5 is going to come faster than what they want to see. They said if they see unemployment hit 4.1, that seems to be the marker for them to want to lower rates. But I think, I think rates are going to hit this right here, this FHA and this VA. I think that's going to hit 5.75 by the end of the month. Here's why. Here's why. The Feds haven't really changed rates, and they've kept the Fed rate the same since the beginning of the year. So there hasn't been any rate hikes this year, but yet mortgage rates went back up. But as there's hedges that these companies put in place, and so what you can see here is we had an amazing swing to the upside, which if you've been following my videos, that's a good thing because rates dip. And you can see the resistance that we're hitting right here. And so you can see this new level of support. My anticipation is that we're probably not going to break through this today, but towards the end of the week, you can see here how it's been crazy today. It's just been going up and down, similar to my mood swings. But if we're able to break through this resistance, you got a lot of room to the upside here, and then and then this becomes the new resistance. And depending on what happens here, we start ticking a little up, right? I mean, we're in a really good position in the beginning of the year, right? Really somewhere like right here, rates were and over here, rates were sitting VA FHA sitting at 5.7 because I kept trying to streamline people into the 5.7 rate. Everybody who was over 6.5, I was calling saying, "Hey, it's time to streamline your loan down." But here's where rates are right now, right? Nope, sorry. Looking at conventional. Ooh, I should spell this properly. Conventional sitting about 7.125, which was quite significantly lower than last week. The APR on this is about 7.6 to 7.8. FHA VA sitting about 6.5 right now, which is quarter point lower than last week. APR on that probably closer to like 7.1, 7.2. Mobile home and park, those are actually not that hard to close. 9 to 11, hard money 10 to 12. But APR is probably somewhere in the 13 for the mobile, 15 for the hard money because there's a ton of points on the front end. Those aren't trade or RESPA loans, so I don't know if we have to disclose APR. He locks in 10 to 12%. Stated income 7.6. We got a couple of those into escrow last week, and we'll see if we keep pushing those out this week. Land loan sent about 11 to 13. I-10 sent about 9 to 11. A lot of inbound traffic that we have coming in. A lot of people that are looking to buy houses. And I was talking to one of the top loan officers at my previous company this weekend, and what they were saying was like, we have a lot of people going into escrow, pre-approving them, but then they get scared once it becomes real and they see a $5,000 payment. So it's called payment shock. As a salesman, if you don't do the right thing, you don't prep them properly, especially for my agents out there, like you're not if you're not out there and you're not letting them know, like, hey, are you able to tolerate $4,000 mortgage? It's actually what I lead my intake call with is hey, by when do you want to move? And then I lead on how much are you paying in rent. And if they say something like I'm paying $2,000 in rent, 2,500 in rent, 1,100 in rent, I'm like, are you sure you want to buy right now? If your mortgage is $5,000, are you going to be able to tolerate it? They say they want a $700,000 home, and I say, okay, it's a $4,800 payment, $5,400 payment. Is that something you're going to be okay with? And you know, I just set those expectations properly, and I would highly recommend you do the same because that's how you keep these escrows alive. And so, being as forthcoming as you can and letting them know up front, like, hey, here's your expectations. But once again, here are the rates. It's kind of just used to it now, right? Like when rates hit 5, everyone was freaking out. I think it's been easier to sell the mid sixes and the low sevens than it was the early fives. So just perspective, these are new baselines. I still think you have rates 575 for VA FHA by the end of the month. And watch, we'll hit low fives by the end of the year. Everyone wants rates to drop. Everyone, including the feds. If they got to get inflation under control, we're going to hit hyperinflation, then it's real bad. But house prices are going to go up. 20 offers on a property last week. It was insane. So, all right, have a great day, everybody. Peace.